This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, May 16th. Welcome to CBS LA Mornings and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Jeff Nguyen in for Amanda Sorrentino. Let's start off with a check of your next weather. Here now is Chloe Carlson. Chloe, good morning to you.
Chloe, thank you. And we begin with breaking news this morning in Boyle Heights.
That's where police say that they have shot and wounded a man armed with a knife. CBS LA's Elise Martinez live for us at the scene at Glen Avenue and Marine Street. Elise, what do we know?
Rachel, Jeff, good morning. I want to show you the scene behind me, a major police response this morning. Details are limited right now, but here's what we know. It all started in this apartment complex behind me that you can see right there. The LAPD says the suspect had been threatening multiple people inside. Let's take a look at some video that shows paramedics rushing the suspect to the hospital after the shooting. The LAPD tells us this morning they got multiple 911 calls of an assault with a deadly weapon. The suspect armed with a knife. This happened around 1:45 this morning right here on the 3000 block of Glen Avenue. The LAPD says when officers arrived, they encountered the suspect who charged at them with that knife. They tried to get him to drop his weapon, but police say he advanced towards the officers, and that's when at least one officer opened fire. They say he was still not compliant after being struck by gunfire, so then officers used a less lethal foam round, finally taking him into custody. The suspect struck by gunfire, police say he's in stable condition at the hospital. Back out here live this morning. No officers were hurt. The suspect has not been identified. Once he's released from the hospital, he will be taken to jail. One of the charges he's facing this morning is assault with a deadly weapon. And police tell me that this area will be shut down for several hours while they investigate. Jeff, Rachel, back to you.
All right, Elise, thank you. Breaking news right now overseas. 2 top terrorist leaders have been killed.
And an agent accused of plotting terror attacks in LA is under arrest. President Trump posted this morning that a top ISIS leader has been killed in a joint operation by the United States and Nigerian forces. The president said that Abu Bilal al-Manuki was the second in command of ISIS globally, and Trump says he was killed in a carefully planned strike on his compound near Lake Chad in Nigeria.
And Israel says it has killed the military leader of Hamas in an airstrike on Gaza City. The Israelis say Is al-Din al-Haddad was one of the last surviving commanders of the October 7th invasion that killed more than 1,200 Israelis and led to the capture of more than 250 hostages. And here at home, a suspected terrorist mastermind is accused of plotting attacks in LA and New York. Well, he is behind bars this morning.
CBS LA's Wendy Gillette reports the suspected bomber was planning more than 20 terror attacks in retaliation for the U.S. war in Iran.
32-year-old Mohammed al-Saadi smiled in a federal court in New York City Friday as he heard the charges he's facing, including conspiracy to provide material support for acts of terrorism. Prosecutors claim he planned to attack a synagogue in New York City and Jewish centers in Los Angeles and Scottsdale, Arizona. He was arrested in Turkey and extradited to the U.S. after allegedly hiring an undercover agent to help carry out the attacks. A criminal complaint says last month al-Saadi sent the agent photos and maps of the Jewish centers in L.A. and Scottsdale, agreeing to pay $10,000, then following up with a $3,000 down payment in cryptocurrency for the New York attack.
Plain and simple, he was targeting the heart of our Jewish community.
Al-Saadi is also accused of helping to carry out 12.5 attacks in Europe, including on a synagogue and Jewish school in Belgium and the stabbing of 2 Jewish men in London last month. Prosecutors say he's a commander of Kataib Hezbollah, an Iranian-backed terror group affiliated with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. A picture on Snapchat shows al-Saadi with Qasem Soleimani, the former commander of the Revolutionary Guard, who was killed in a U.S. drone strike in 2020. Al-Saadi's attorney says his client is being prosecuted for that relationship.
He's essentially being subjected to a political prosecution, and that he's a prisoner of war and should be treated as such.
Al-Saadi is expected back in court at the end of the month. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
The CDC is monitoring 41 people across the country for signs of the hantavirus tied to the cruise ship outbreak. That number includes the 18 Americans who are quarantining in Nebraska. Now, one of them, Dr. Stephen Kornfeld, who helped take care of sick patients on the ship, he's been transferred from a biocontainment unit to quarantine. Officials say his tests Argentina's health investigating the origin of the hantavirus outbreak. The team plans to conduct research at some of the places where the Dutch couple believed to have contracted the Andes strain of the virus before boarding the ship visited during their birdwatching tour.
The immigration detention facilities in California, and Attorney General Bob Bonta says conditions are getting worse, not better.
Detainees reported that it was being run like a prison, as opposed to the civil detention facility that it is, housing low-security detainees. We spoke with multiple women at this facility who broke down in tears when describing their living conditions.
As civil immigration facilities, these detention centers house people who have no criminal records.
Lighting the city with solar. LA Mayor Karen Bass showcased a new installation of solar street lights yesterday. It's part of her initiative to add 60,000 solar lights across the city. Mayor Bass said the initiative addresses multiple goals, including LA's pledge to transition to clean energy by 2035 and the city's need to stop copper wire theft.
It addresses our environmental goals. But number 2, it is a much more permanent solution. We replace a copper wire light, the copper gets stolen again. We replace a copper wire light with solar, and there is nothing to steal.
The initiative is also set to light upcoming international events in the city, and the mayor says installations are complete at FIFA Fan Fest sites. Just before kicking off last night, the Long Beach Pride Festival, it was canceled.
And as CBS LA's Lori Paris tells us, the event's producers and City Hall are blaming each other, leaving visitors and vendors caught in the middle.
This is a massive blow to an iconic event here in Long Beach. Although there are still lots of Pride events going on around the city, this has really been the heart of Long Beach's annual Pride weekend. You can see there are tents in place. Vendors were here, performers were here, ticket holders were showing up earlier this evening. And every year, this is a weekend-long event filled with music and dancing and food and community. But the city says this is about safety, and they did not have everything they needed to approve this year's permit.
We got turned away.
The stages are silent. Lines of tents are empty. The party is over before it began in Long Beach tonight. City leaders pulled the plug with just an hour to go before a teen pride celebration was set to start. In a statement saying, despite continued collaboration and multiple deadline notices, the city did not receive the required documentation needed to complete safety reviews, inspect critical event infrastructure such as the stage, electrical systems, and tent, and emergency exiting plans. Teen Amaya Dreyer never made it in the gate.
Just very kind of sad, depressing, kind of. I went to this one last year, and it was the first Pride I went to, and it was very fun.
The festival's president has not addressed the paperwork problem, but did release a statement saying, in part, at a time when LGBTQ+ communities are facing escalating attacks across the country, Long Beach should be standing with us, not canceling one of the city's most visible expressions of inclusion. Weekend-long Pride Festival would have been the 43rd hosted in the city. Some disappointed supporters agree it's not just the party they'll be missing, it's the purpose.
This was really needed in the community, especially right now, politically, and to feel seen and heard and that you have a place that you belong.
The festival's president, who points out this is a volunteer-run event, is still appealing to the mayor and the city to try to help them to keep this festival on this weekend. It's unclear if that is even possible. The city says even today they were trying to work with producers. Meanwhile, the city's annual Pride Parade will still go on Sunday morning. They say they have 141 entries, the most ever. In Long Beach, I'm Lori Perez, CBS LA.
6:09 on your Saturday morning coming up. We continue to highlight the candidates